to the next episode of VCF Breakroom Chats. I'm Shobhit Bhutani, Product Marketing Manager here at the VCF division Broadcom, and I'm the Product Marketing Lead for Private AI, AI/ML. I lead the product messaging and positioning of AI/ML, and I've led all the launches for NVIDIA, IBM, Intel, etc. So really happy to be here. In this series, we bring together VMware and partner experts to discuss vSphere, private AI, and any associated products. These fabulous experts also share their backgrounds, industry trends, and general tips for the IT technical experts and our customers. Today's episode, I'm really excited to talk to Chris Gully, who leads our advanced services architecture team here in VCF division at Broadcom. We will discuss the launch of the Gen AI Trailblazer Workshop for VMware Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA, which Chris Gully actually was a champion and led this. So really excited to talk to you, Chris.
Absolutely, Shobhit. Thanks for letting me be here. I've seen these in the past and heard about them and listened to them, so I'm excited to finally get a chance to kind of come and share some thoughts and share some of the innovation that we're doing today to help customers really, not only cut their teeth on AI, but actually make progress to measurable AI outcomes for their business. It's a really exciting time, and I think we're, starting to see a really big wave for customers and their adoption in the space.
Wonderful. So, Chris, you've been, part and parcel of this VMware Private AI Foundation and NVIDIA journey over the last 2 years or so. You've changed roles, taken a much bigger role now. But that's kind of a little bit from my perspective. Really wanted the audience to kind of hear from your side, right? What about a little bit about yourself, your journey,
Sure.
both at Broadcom and prior?
Yeah. So the journey's pretty unique. I guess I'm a unicorn. I was born in Austin. I still live in Austin. There's not many of us here anymore that were born here. A lot of transplants coming in, but it's good. We've seen the evolution of the business and of the city and of the innovation that's happening here. I started my career, it's kind of always been in IT. I worked for some startup companies that led me to big corporations. I landed at VMware via Dell 7 years ago into the CTO office. And my real focus there was looking at across the portfolio of products that we had as a company, trying to figure out how we could stitch in technology to Dell more effectively with our software, because at the time we were owned by Dell. That quickly led into lots of different edge things that we were doing that was very innovative. And then I moved into the HPC space, so high performance computing. This has always been a challenging space, not only for VMware, but for anyone as a whole, because it's a very nuanced space. We did some really innovative things there and improved and showed how HPC could actually be virtualized and how we could really operationalize those environments effectively for customers. And then the natural progression of the sort of the shiny object was AI was next, right? And so I've spent the last couple of years really trying to keep up with the bullet train of AI, right? It's this bullet train that keeps getting faster and it's not stopping at any of the stations. So we're all trying to jump on and keep up. But I think really we've seen a lot of progress because we've learned a lot. We've learned about what customers are trying to understand. We're learning about the importance of being able to bring a lot of the research and a lot of the sort of R&D activities into production in an effective way for AI, so that you can start to measure why AI is important for your business and how you can make smart decisions on how you should invest in AI versus just jumping in with FOMO and then trying to figure out what to do.
Absolutely. You nailed it. It's AI/ML is a rocket ship, right? And you gotta fly as fast as the rocket ship to keep up with the technology.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like I was saying earlier, right? Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA, VMware Private AI Foundation with NVIDIA. You've been part and parcel of that journey over the last 2 years or so. Now, tell me a little bit about this Gen AI Trailblazer Workshop that you launched, right? What led to this concept in your mind? Just if you don't mind, just give a quick overview of the entire thing.
Yeah, so I think we learned pretty quickly that there are a fair number of challenges. AI is a much more challenging use case for customers to understand because it's an emerging technology. It's not something they've known before. There's no historical experience there. We also learned, unfortunately, that hardware is very dependent upon AI. And hardware supply chains have been challenging for the last couple of years. We're a software company, and so we didn't want to sort of be sequestered by having to wait for hardware. So we were trying to figure out ways to really get customers onto our platform so we could show them effectively what it is, how it works, and how they can adopt it and actually start making a real change to their business with AI, So we developed AI Trailblazers workshops. And these workshops give us a chance to provide a hosted environment. So we're taking the environment, we're taking the burden of standing it up and making sure it's operational. We're using the latest and best of class, hardware and software, and obviously GPUs. And then we shepherd our customers onto that platform. And we go through a process of giving them sort of a curated experience on all the things that we can do out of the box day one if they adopt our private AI foundation solution. And then we look at their business and say, now, what are you trying to solve for? What are your challenges? Are there some small incremental things we could do today to help you build a use case around a chatbot or something like that where you're looking for efficiencies? And we deliver that in our workshop with them. So now they've had a chance to get on the platform, see how it works. We're sort of training them real time, so they're getting all this really good, rich experience. And then they're delivering something. What happens is then when we're done with this workshop, they can go to their leadership and say, look what we did as a team. And we are already now delivering something that could actually make a difference in our business. And then when the hardware shows up, because we know that takes time, now they're off the races. They're not trying to think about what use cases, they're not trying to figure out what to do. They know what to do, how to do it. And now they're looking at how they want to scale it. And I think that's the important part, because there's a lot of things that you don't know until you know, right? And there's a lot of things around like, what data do I want? Is that data cleansed? You have to get into the space to figure out what you don't know, so you can start working on those ancillary things that help build a really mature and a really product quality AI solution.
Wonderful. So do you allow, how many people do you let in? Is it like a people workshop, 20 people?
Yeah, I think we'd love to let as many as they wanted, but realistically, we have resource constraints to some, so we've done, from 6 to 10. I think the largest workshop we've done is 20 people. I think we feel like the sweet spot's around 10 people. We don't want to herd cats. We want people that are really in there that we can focus energy with. And really, again, it's a really bi-directional exchange. We're trying to understand, here's what we're doing for you, but we're also listening a lot. Like, we don't want to impose upon customers what they think should do. We want to understand what the challenges are and what they're trying to accomplish. And then how can we provide the platform that allows them to do that today, but also provide that platform for tomorrow, right? No one wants to buy a platform and in 2 years or a year have to re-platform or pick a new solution. We want to be a horizontal platform for AI. And by the way, VMware Cloud Foundation is just that. It's the foundation, and AI is just a use case that goes on top of this. We don't treat it any differently, but we do operationalize it very effectively. And I think, are best in business when it comes to managing GPUs, how they get, place a workload, how do we provide monitoring and management. So those are all the things that are really strong from a platform perspective. Now, AI is just a new emerging technology that we couple on top of our platform, and then we're ready to go.
Wonderful. So how long is the workshop?
Yeah, we tend to target, I think it's dynamic. I'd say that, right? It's not static. We tend to go 1 to 2 days. We're able to cover quite a bit. We come on site for some customers. We can do it remotely. Whatever the preference is. I prefer sometimes to be on site because people are focused and they're in the room and they're really, not multitasking. But at the same time, I think we're flexible, and 1 to 2 days is typically the duration. I think as we get better at it and as we can kind of hone it, I think we go 1 day is probably also very good. And it may get longer over time as we start to do more complex things and want to solve more complex problems with customers. It could go beyond that, but today, 1 to 2 days.
Perfect. How can customers participate in this? Does anyone who apply get it? Is able to get in?
Yeah, great question. So the answer is no. As much as I'd like to say yes, we can offer it to anyone. We tend to want to assess sort of the real, I guess, the customer's real desire and real effort and skin in the game. So we have kind of a criteria. Have they already purchased something? Do they have hardware on the way? There's just a light assessment. We're not going to be overly rigorous on that process, but we just have to make sure that the customers that we are pulling in are really investing the same amount of time and effort that we are, because we're offering this service for free right now. Right. And so we want to make sure that service is going to the right customers, so we can actually move the needle for them and help them, sort of, again, show the value of AI back to the business in a really short period of time. I've seen some customers struggle. They've kind of get lost in this AI vortex, right? And they just are having a hard time delivering something that their leadership can go, oh, okay, I get it now. Right. And so we want to be able to give tangible outcomes for customers so they can show leadership, hey, this is working for us. We have a small, tight knit of people that are VMware savvy who can deliver AI use cases back to the business now. Now let's look at what the use cases need to be to help change and evolve. and let us be the sort of the sucking sound for those use cases, so we can layer them onto the infrastructure that we provide, and let's move forward and start devolving the use case scenarios again, because I think that's where we see a lot of churn and the technology shifting. Is you have to know what you want to do, you have to have a use case, and then that will lead you to a path of success.
Wonderful. Last question. In like about a minute or so, can you describe how the 2 days go, right?
Yep.
How many workshops have you done? And like, what's the response been?
Yeah, so we just released this pretty recently, a matter of months, right? We've already run about 6 workshops. I think we've had some really, really good output. We actually had one customer we ran a workshop with, and now they're running some of the output of that workshop and moving it into production. So they were working on some chatbots to help really, draw out efficiencies out of how they assess, human resource documentation and stuff like that. And they were able to deliver it in the workshop. And now they're looking at how they move into production and start to scale these services. And then they're looking at not only delivering the single service, but how do they take that service and make it as a service for multiple parts of their business? The schedule or the way the flow goes is we go through the platform explaining all the different elements that are our IP, right? We have a deep learning virtual machine that helps bootstrap customers get them moving really fast. We've integrated a lot of stuff into NVIDIA and their NIMs to make sort of the consumption of those resources be easy through automation. So we go through those exercises, and then really we net it out to being able to show how you can do, how you could build a retrieval augmented generation architecture for a chatbot with a custom front end, and being able to curate your data going into that RAG. We look at how do we do some light fine tuning. Maybe you have a commercial model that you want to leverage with, ingest your data into that to give better context. So we're doing some of that, exercise as well. And at the end of the day, we kind of, define success criteria for the customer, and we let that success criteria really guide us through the things that we need to do with the customer. But, I'm hoping we can at some point, maybe in this thing, share the link to our document. They can see the schedule that we have, see the things that we're going through. I'd say it's not super static. We are evolving and trying to iterate it based on inputs from customers, and the fact that the technology is changing quickly. We're also trying to keep it somewhat relevant at the same time.
Excellent. Great overview, Chris, right there. Like you said, when we release this episode, I'm going to make sure that the links, etc., come out. We have a pretty good brochure that yourself and a lot of leadership teams reviewed, right, of exactly what kind of content it is, so the customers can actually get a really good insight into what they're going to get. So absolutely, those links, etc., will get shared, and as well as there'll be a second link for customers to sit down and apply. Right, in interest request form. In the interest request form, just indicate that you're interested in the workshop, right? And then that's the way to get Chris, Gully, and the rest of the team engaged. So wonderful. And so with that, we're coming to a close of this episode. Thank you so much for joining me today, Chris.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, again, I want to encourage our customers and folks that are interested to not be scared by AI. If I have a mature practice around VMware today, let's go. Right, we are ready. We're prepared. We're ready to help you on your journey, and we're ready to get you started so you can be successful. So let us know how we can help. I appreciate, Shobhit, you letting me come here, and I look forward to maybe doing another one soon as we
absolutely
continue to do more stuff and evolve this space. I'd love to be welcome back and be able to share more. So thank you very much.
Absolutely, man. You're permanently invited to this series. Anytime you say, we'll get you on.
And now you're in trouble. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
I would love to be in that trouble, man. Wonderful. Really enjoyed the conversation. Had a lot of fun talking today with you, Chris. With that, we're coming to the end of this episode. If you like this episode, join in for the next time. This is your host, Shobhit Bhutani, signing off. Have a fabulous day, evening, night, and week. Bye till next time.